Have you ever felt like you not moving forward, even though you're redoing everything you're supposed to do? That feeling doesn't mean you're lost. And it doesn't mean you made the wrong choices. Most of the time, it means you've been surviving, not wandering. When you spend years holding yourself together, growth doesn't look loud. It looks quiet, invisible, sometimes even stalled. You wake up, do what needs to be done, and go to sleep feeling like nothing really changed. Not because nothing happened, but because all your energy went into staying functional. People talk about being lost like it's a lack of direction. But what they don't say is that many people aren't directionless. They're exhausted from constantly adjusting, from reading expectations, from managing emotions, from being the stable one for themselves or for everyone else. When your nervous system learns that stability equals safety, it prioritizes holding the line, not exploring, not risking, not expanding. So you don't feel curious. You don't feel inspired. You feel neutral, flat, paused. And that can feel terrifying in your 20s or 30s when everyone else seems to be figuring it out. But here's the truth most people don't say out loud. You can't feel direction while you're still in protection mode. Protection mode narrows your focus. It's designed to keep things from getting worse, not to help things grow. That's why advice like just take risks, follow your passion, or do what excites you often falls flat. Your system isn't rejecting growth. It's waiting for safety. If you grew up needing to stay composed, adaptable, or emotionally aware, your body learned that steadiness mattered more than desire. That being okay was more important than being fulfilled. So you learned how to hold yourself together. And you got good at it. But no one tells you that being good at surviving can delay the feeling of living. That doesn't mean you wasted time. It means you built a foundation, even if it doesn't look like one. The problem comes when you mistake holding for being, because holding is effortful, is tight, is controlled. And over time, that control becomes your identity. You stop asking what you want. Not because you don't care, but because wanting feels risky. Wanting opens the door to disappointment, to failure, to change. So your system keeps you fine, not unhappy, not fulfilled, just steady. That's the quiet place where many people get stuck, not broken enough to need help, not safe enough to feel alive. And from the outside, it looks like nothing's wrong. But inside there's a low-level ache, a sense that life is happening around you, not through you. That doesn't mean you missed your chance. It means you've reached the edge of a pattern that once protected you. Feeling lost often shows up right before regulation shifts. Right before your system realizes it doesn't need to brace anymore. The confusion isn't a failure, it's a signal. A signal that holding yourself together is no longer enough. What comes next isn't a sudden breakthrough. It's not a dramatic decision. It's subtle. Moments where you feel a small pull towards something and don't shut it down immediately. Moments where rest feels less guilty. Moments where curiosity flickers instead of pressure. That's how movement returns, not through forcing clarity, but through allowing safety to grow. You don't need to know your purpose right now. You don't need a 5-year plan. You need room to loosen, to stop gripping life so tightly, to let your nervous system learn that it doesn't have to hold everything alone anymore. Because once holding eases, direction emerges naturally. Not as a big answer, but as the next honest step. You're not lost. You're transitioning out of survival, and that phase is quieter than people admit.